Okay guys, so I'm back and today we're going to be looking at some details regarding the Black Panther movie. Now whether these are real or not or where they're coming from, I'm not really sure really. I try to track down the source of everything, but literally one site would link to another and that one would link back to another one, that one would link back to the second one, which would link back to the first one. So it was all kind of just this giant backgrounds where I don't even know how to describe. Like it just pretty much led me nowhere to the original source. But anyway, let's just get into talking about the Black Panther movie. So first off, the details in this say that obviously this is going to be an actual political thriller and Marvel's most serious movie to date. Now obviously, let's just get this out of the way, the movie will have humor in it. It's obvious. Marvel does this with their most serious movies because making a movie that is just bleak and devoid of life and nobody says a single joke and everybody's frowning and staring at you like they're looking through you like you're a dead corpse is not fun. That type of movie doesn't have a place in the Marvel universe. If you want something like that, you better go watch Netflix and freaking Punisher crying at the grave, okay? Like that's what that's there for. This is a movie, this needs to be entertaining for 2 hours and needs to tell a coherent story. So yeah, I believe this one. Next up, it says that Eric Killmonger is the main villain. He's a childhood rival of T'Challa and Wakanda's finest warrior. As such, he was supposed to actually become the Black Panther, who is of course Wakanda's closest protector, but T'Challa ended up taking up the mantle to avenge his father when he was killed during the events of Captain America's Civil War, which then turns back to Killmonger viewing this as his, rightful place, his rightful heritage being stolen from him because that was his whole purpose. And then it says that, since this is a purpose, since they're pretty much, bred from death to become this, pretty much you can only give up the mantle when you're slayed down or you have to groom a new successor. Now, obviously, he sees this as not going the right way, as it was his rightful time to do it. It should have been him. So he looks to usurp the throne along with Ulysses Claw. Next up, it says that Nakia is T'Challa's and Killmonger's childhood friend, and there's going to be a love triangle between the three. Then they go on and say that Killmonger's plans actually involves using the Accords to his advantage, and that he pretty much wants to try to trigger a war between Wakanda and the United Nations, this being due to the vibranium reserves. Next up, it says that Secretary Ross, this being Everett Ross, is going to be heavily featured, and Stark is expected to appear as well. It also says that Bucky Barnes will have a supporting role and that he will be brought out of the ice. Now this one I think a lot of us expected. I think a lot of us want to see this one too because it just feels natural that they placed them in there for future use. So this makes a whole lot of sense, honestly. And last up, it says that they will heavily explore the mythology of the Black Panther and the traditions and customs of Wakanda. Now, this is something I really want to see, and I hope this is true. I always love it when they try to explore the natural culture of these nationalities that are made in comic book movies specifically, since that's what we're talking about here, because there is a lot to talk about and there's a lot of stuff you can say and there's a lot of cool stuff you can show how this world is different. And obviously, since Wakanda is technologically evolved ahead of the rest of the world, I think that would be a cool aspect to explore that. Like, well, how did they reach this? Since from the outside, most of the world seems to think that they're primitives. So I really do like that. Now, while looking at these rumors and just going back over them, I do think most of them will probably end up being true in one way or another. It just seems to be that everything's kind of lined up to what we expect. So, honestly, I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see more. I can't wait to see this movie itself. Everything going for it seems so awesome. So, you guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below.